Hello teacher, here is my evidence too, and I'm going to talk about give and learn. Well, first of all, what does giving really mean? When we talk about sharing, it's all about contribute to a cause, but when it comes about learn, not everybody gets the message. As they said, charity begins at home. Okay, here is the thing. Nowadays, the rich are getting richer, but what happens to poor people? Well, obviously, they are getting poorest. As we know, in family, the parents should teach their children to compassion towards the poor and distressed. And by this, kids grow up with pure and glorious hearts because, well, they practice noble acts as part of their daily lives. And this is really good actually because kids not just grow up like helping others because they have been taught to. It's because they feel like that is the right thing to do, and in their hearts, it feels good to make other person happy. Nowadays, the fighting against poverty has increased, and with it, campaigns and movements supporting the cause. Donating clothes, foodstuff, book, money, and even time to spend with the less fortunate. Is it really a solution to poverty? Let's see the problem in this way. Day by day, people around the world, I'm not talking one or two, I'm talking about hundreds of people, donate in a huge scale to charity. So why people still poor? Isn't it a good question? Well, let me explain myself. Even when charity, donating, etc. do help people to fight against poverty, isn't a totally effective way to do it. So let's call it more a temporal solution to poverty. Well, as this temporal solution helps for a amount of time, providing clothes, food, and money for those who need, the real problem is what happens when this temporal solution is over. The answer to the question is actually easy. Poor people becomes poor. So, with this said, a lot of people might complain about how awful is this, and it is. But what can we really do? Again, sadly, the permanent options to fight against poverty that we nowadays have are not simple as sharing and feeling proud about it. The real solution to the problem is the education. And believe it or not, education is a base for a good future, where you will be able, to maintain a family or at least yourself. With this, you'll also be able to enjoy the basic needs of a common person, like having access to water, electricity, all basic services. Other things like a balanced diet, medical resources, and even more than you can imagine. When the poverty affects so much people, because it does, and this problem is increasing day by day and affecting more and more individuals in the world, leaving them hopeless and with no idea of what to expect of tomorrow. It will be necessary to cut it from the root, that is, poorness by itself. What does this mean? Again, to educate people. And not only this, it's also necessary to increase work demands, opportunities, and an equal trade between races, gender, and more. But only with dedication and more, the solution will come together with justice and equality.